Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks, and welcome back to the Council. Last episode, we narrowly escaped with our head still on our shoulders after Hillsborough confronted us outside of her window. And we learned some more information about Napoleon and George Washington and Adams as well. So let's take a look at that. I always click on character to look at the description of the characters, but that's us. That's not the characters. So let's start with Napoleon. He's a young lieutenant in the French army. In his early youth, Napoleon was uprooted from his native Corsica, and thus he bore a grudge against the aristocracy, the clergy, and the French people who failed to accept him. He joined the French army with the firm intention of making a name for himself, and of marking history by proving his true worth. Searching for backing of any kind, he attracted the sympathy and support of Lord Mortimer. Invited to the latter's reception, Napoleon intends to prove his value to the world. And apparently our mother approved that cannons be sent to his cause. Which is, I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I guess we're going to find out. It seems like our mother made a lot of decisions without our knowledge, which seems a bit strange to me. George Washington came to talk to us. He wanted to find out why John Adams's daughter, Elizabeth, who was apparently supposed to be dead, is now back to life. And we decided not to help him out, which may come back to bite us, kind of in the same way that our decision with Piaggi came back to bite us. We opened up that letter and he called us out on it. And I think we've lost his trust. So that's probably not going to help us in the pursuit of our mother. Finally, I didn't read this before, and I think this is a good time to read about Elizabeth Adams, as she's going to play a bigger part in the story, I think, going forward. Elizabeth Adams is the daughter of John Adams, Vice President of the United States. Elizabeth was rejected by her parents at birth and was declared stillborn. Interesting. Okay. Brought up in isolation, she grew into a frail young woman with bipolar disorder, devoured by her terrible fits of anxiety. Her deepest secrets were slowly gnawing away at her from inside. Despite numerous treatments, nothing could cure her. The young woman continued to descend into folly. As a friend of Sir Gregory Home and of Lord Mortimer, John Adams decided to send his daughter to Lord Mortimer's manor in the hope that he could help her. With little hope, Elizabeth has now been at the manor for a short while. And I think... Oh, there's also Jacques Peroux, but we didn't actually meet Jacques, although we did learn of that he's immune to diversion. All right. And of course, we're trying to find Sarah, our mother, and there might be a clue in the room. I don't think we opened this before, did we?
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Okay, this is our stuff. Great.
Writing material.
We can inspect it. Difficulty 2. Let's give it a shot.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Smells like lemon. How does that help us? Also, I'm wondering if we should use one of these. Next skill use is free. Might as well restore the 2 effort points. I don't think I have a negative... like ailment thing. I should use that. I gotta remember to use that during dialogue choices. I'm gonna use the Carmelite water just to try it out. So that's the plant. How do I... Oh, do I use it during... Do I use it in advance or do I use it during the decision? Let me just see. It's 4. Ah, so we get that symbol in the top left. I might as well use this as well, just to top up.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Oh, I see. This is going to slide open. Huh. Okay, before we do that, some more things to look at.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Yeah, you and me both. We opened that up before. So where does this... This opens to a room that we haven't been to before. I can't remember whose room that is, though.
Look. Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Oh, really? Okay. That sure looks like it might slide open.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
Also about Louis?
And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
So if we want to, we can use our free focus ability. Difficulty 2. Doesn't really seem worth it, does it? Can I use... Okay, so I can use these things during a choice. Okay. I wish I could choose to not use it, but let's just do it.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible.
Okay, I get it.
And the smell
Lemon.
reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think.
There's some invisible writing on there.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Coffee? Soot? Maybe soot? Shoot. It's locked. Gosh darn it. Now I'm assuming using one of these won't, because it's locked, because I don't have the actual skill to be able to do it. Assuming using one of those isn't gonna work. Let's try though. No. Alright, I'm still learning. Assess the value though. Add it to our inventory. I assume we could just use it with this.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Okay. Maybe I was right.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Maybe we had to assess the value of the ash to get it to work. I don't know. Might have to look out on the balcony. Ah. Assess the value. Think about what it could be used for. Why would we want to? Is it like the value is in like how much it's worth?
Ah, secret writing. Many people use this method for their secret correspondences. Light the flame and the ink appears.
I wonder if you need to do that, though, to be able to use it properly, or if we could have just taken it. This game's still pretty mysterious to me as to how it works. Just it's kind of cool, but it's a bit frustrating too, you know? Burnish the page with a candlestick.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message.
I wonder if we hid part of it with the
Let's
ash.
see what my mother wrote.
Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere.
Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable.
Shit.
Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
So I just wrote this down, where all eyes size you up, something about the Medusa statue. God damn it. Okay, so I think I understand what's going on. If I had been able to assess the value of the ash, I would have realized that it would have been the wrong idea to use it on the book. But I think if I had just grabbed the candlestick and used it on the book, then it might have worked out just fine. I thought it was like morning. Why are we having dinner in the morning time? It's a bit strange. I just want to check outside. It's a bit foggy out.
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
So that's Piaggi's room. So if you could open that bookcase, it would go to Piaggi's room. Wait. I don't think this way was open before, right? Aha.
This room looks unoccupied.
Oh. I thought I discovered something. Apparently not. Let's just go to dinner in the morning.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Totally agree. Oh, it actually says which room is which is. I'd like to get into Hillsborough's room. I wonder if we can still get that key as well. Let's take a look around. Yaji. It's locked. Just seeing if I can pick anything up. This was George Washington's room.
President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
That's too bad. I would like to talk to him and see if we can make amends. Kind of snubbed him twice, didn't we? But we seem to be in the good books with Hillsborough.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Oh, really?
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Whoa. What? Looks like some kind of ritual was conducted. Possibly like a struggle took place, maybe? There's lots of stuff knocked over.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Looks like she's drawing symbols on the wall. Gonna assume this is locked. Just like all the other cases like this.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Oh, sweet. I can unlock it. Maybe we should have looked for the key first. You collected 4 amber fragments. Your maximum effort points is increased by 1. Oh, neat. So there might be some tests to take up all of our effort points. And if we didn't get the 4 amber, we wouldn't have enough to complete an effort, I guess, or challenge.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
So we need science or occultism. Almost feels like, yeah, these two are kind of a little bit opposites, but we should try to get one of those skills. Maybe later on. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. Whoa. Intoxicated. You have used 4 consumable items during a single quest or consumed a noxious element. dialogue timer is no longer visible. Can use a... That's funny. So you could use a fifth consumable item to get rid of it. Okay, well, let's... Oh, I really want that timer. Not that it's matter, because I keep missing them anyways. That was really dumb. I should have just looked for the key first, because so far we've found the key for every chest in the same room.
Great. Honey.
We get so many of these.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Consume the crystals? Science again. Damn, science would have been really important for this particular part, wouldn't it have? Does one just consume random crystals? I'm probably gonna get poisoned, right? Shh. We can get rid of it.
Well, let's see what it tastes like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
Exhausted. Just encountered an immunity. 1 effort point is locked. 1 effort point is locked. Oh. That's fine. I think we can deal with that. I can consume another one. Let's not do that. Kids, don't be just consuming random crystals you find. Alright? Carmelite water. That's... Next skill use is free. So there's a balancing act. You can't consume too many of those.
A ruble.
In one, chapter. Wait. They pulled the mattress off, right? Oh, that was weird. Devil's Thorn. Okay. Jesus. What a disaster.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Psychology. She's immune to psychology. Okay. Notes by Didrishay. Oh, cool. And then we also got this one, Evelina. Epistolary novel relating the entrance of a young lady into the aristocratic society of the 18th century. We can get a point in etiquette.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Treatment. The secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you. Did it mention what type of treatment she was getting? She has these cuts on the side of her head. Are they implying that she got a lobotomy? I thought that was on, like, the front part. But, I'm no expert. can't go out. Oh, wait. There's a bunch of stuff here. Oh, 5 circle-shaped key. Okay. That's not for that chest. So, I don't feel so bad now. Oops.
30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Closed talisman. I think we saw her wearing a talisman, but... can't remember. It would be nice to get our hands on that. Wonder if it's around and we just missed it. Or if she's still wearing it. I don't see anything else. Sister seems to really care about her, though. Looks like it. Alright, let's go. Hope we don't get busted here. See if we can get into their rooms before we go. Do we have to go down? No.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
No? Seems like not all the guests have arrived. Red salon on the first floor, okay. We have to go downstairs. Can't go in there.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
I hear some shuffling. Yes. Let's get in there. I'm glad I took that level in subterfuge now. I can reach. Is that just gonna give me more like honey or something? Looks like it.
Honey. I couldn't have hoped for better.
Okay, am I gonna get... I'm a bit concerned about using another one of these, but let's try. Like if I guess I only get that once. That illness.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
And we discovered an immunity. Political essay intended for Florentine nobility, famous for its cynical perspective on the exercise of power. +1 skill point in manipulation. Immunity politics. Kind of reminds me of a board game. a little bit. Okay, or like a card game.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Using a lot of focus here.
It's a beautiful weapon. A Levy Damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Conviction. Okay.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte. A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
I think we know that by now. Oh, this actually overlooks the first floor. Okay.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
What else can we find here? A lot tidier than the last room. Another golden elixir. Might as well restore the 2 effort points.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, 2 great army chiefs.
I like how sometimes the dialogue doesn't match the writing. The writing said, the subtitle said Warlord.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Is that new leader Napoleon himself? There's the chess match.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Oh, hello? Is that a coin?
Amber.
Oh, right. We're on our way to another focus point with that. We need 3 more. And go out. See another chest. Can't open that one. I think I got everything in here. Book just says history on it. Okay. Let's see if we can get into the next room. What is that sound? Oh, it's one of the servants sweeping up. Be able to get into there. I think that's it then. Let's go down.
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Okay. Thought I tried the other
Might be
ones.
better to take a different stairway.
Ah. Looking for that statue, the Medusa statue.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
Shoot.
You had us all worried last night. How are you feeling today?
Better. I was just a bit queasy. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time. Do you really want to know what made me ill?
Yes.
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Shoot, we could have discovered something.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain.
What?
I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
And next you're going to tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Oh man, allow her to confide. Let's allow her to confide.
Elizabeth, confiding in me might ease your burden.
Shoot.
Let me relieve you of some of your
Oh,
suffering.
no, I knew it was...
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself?
Shit, I knew she was...
Do you really think
immune to
that by
that.
confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back? Or let me sleep at night? Look, you don't seem like a bad person. And I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Oh, her sister. Yes.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
Her sister loved her.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Yes!
Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
There's a few new people there. Wow, that was crazy! The plot thickens. This seems like a good time to take a break before we go into the Red Salon. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now. I'll see you on the next one, and I love you all.